Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm here with Dr. Tomasz Cebulski, my good friend, my guide, scholar, author, the one who keeps me out of trouble. But we've come back to Paneriai in Lithuania. Last time I was here it was nearly dark and then fully dark, appropriate for the feeling that exists here. Today we have perfect conditions, and of course I'm learning much more about the history, and so the darkness continues. Tomas, tell me about where we are.
Trying to get out of trouble, at the same time getting myself into trouble, obviously.
Yes.
We're in Ponary, a place which is about 20 minutes drive from the city center of Vilnius. Vilnius being before the war one of the largest Jewish communities percentage-wise in this part of the world. And after about 700 years of history of Jewish community in Vilnius, this is where this community came to an abrupt end. And this is where the German Nazis are organizing, based on the former Russian military base. They are organizing a site of execution already in summer 1941 as the Eastern Front line progresses. And within the few consecutive months, but actually the site is run up until 43, because in 43 the operation of the site is resumed, not so much with the operation of killing, but because every genocide finishes with denial, it's more resumed in the operation of covering up the traces. So,
and that's where we're standing now.
A rough estimate at this particular site is about 100,000 of people, mostly Lithuanian, mostly Vilna Jews, and there were barely any traces left after the German Nazis abandoned the site in 1943.
Yes.
So, the place was covered up, the corpses were burned on open-air stacks around those ditches. The ditch we're actually looking at was changed in 1943 into a place at which the prisoners, Jewish prisoners that are forced into burning corpses, are stationed. And this is also a place from which an escape was organized.
Yes, 84 men, I believe.
About 100 men managed to run from this particular place. And without them running, just like in case of any other site like this, without an eyewitness account, there would be very little known about what was happening out here. So, yes, those witnesses are providing a certain pillar, the most important pillar of memory for us today.
Yes.
So this is the site we are trying to get a certain grasp of, although I don't believe that we'll ever manage to get any kind of grasp of a place like this.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.